Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are live. We'll be We'll be starting in just a minute, giving a little bit of time to see if anyone shows up. I've invited Joe to join us and call Baron's Wall. A very shoddily made wall. Hey, Joe. Yep, getting ready to get started in about 4 minutes, so. Yeah, I'm sure.
Something you need?
It's a pretty good setup, actually, Storm. That's good. Well done.
Found something?
I do, yeah. Wow, I actually had maxed out all of Mary's stuff. I didn't even realize I don't even remember I had done that. Because you actually have to equip the skills and armor or you have to equip the weapons and armor to max these out. And then I maxed out the 3 world skills: Fighter's Guild, Mage's Guild, and Undaunted. It's been a while since I traveled with Mary. Huh? Miri is my companion. Dark Elf companion. So the companions are currently Miri the Dark Elf, Bastion the Imperial, Isabel the Breton, Ember the Khajiit, Xander the Red Guard, and Sharp as Knives, the Argonian. They're supposed to be adding 2 more later this year, but they haven't revealed anything about who the new companions are. So they haven't even given us an image yet. So. All right, but let's get underway. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Stormer from Stormer Mia Plays, and we are joined by friend of the channel, Joe. Hey, Joe. How are you doing?
The sight. Oh, I can't wait to write home about this.
So we're going to be, we're back in Tamriel for the first time in a couple of months, and it is nice to be back in Cyrodiil. We're technically in the Gold Road right now. I wonder, did they change this view from here? I don't remember this being all, like, jungly before. Maybe they did change it for Gold Road. But anyways, yeah, it's good to be back in Tamriel. So we're going to be stepping into the Gold Road and getting started. While we're loading into the zone, Joe, you started a interesting journey with reading all of the Drist books. How's that going? Have you listened to any more today? Oh, I mean, read any more today. I'm sorry. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's see. I gotta pull up the Westweald map. Unfortunately, this isn't the kind of thing I can ask someone else to do. I need to be able to see where I'm going, So our objectives today, we're going to start by marking every major location, and we're going to collect every sky shard, and which means we're going to be doing the public dungeons and the delves. After that, we'll see how much time we have left and what we get into. So, oh, hold on. Before we do this, I have a new mount to equip. I don't know if you can look at the stream, but we have a very interesting new mount. It's called the Pyrodragonic Camel Lizard. It appears in a puff of fire, and it can spit fire too. Also, I should probably pick up this little quest here, since there's. Oh yeah, I guess I did forget to mention that. To any helpful passerby, my dear friend Stargazer Soraya hired me to find her lost pet, Wormmouth, Versadew? I'm a pretty good trapper, but worm mouths are soft, and the local woods are not a place for defenseless mortals to get lost alone. I took her advice and baited this trap with Versadill's favorite snacks, old bread and fruit. If by some miracle you come across the critter in my snare, I'd be more than grateful if you could help me reunite my friend with her companion. Soraya is waiting by Stone Chip Tavern in Otinus. She'll be overjoyed to see Versadew again, and she'll reward you for your good deeds. Trapper Marcin. Okay, she did in fact catch Versadew. So we'll put Versadew in our pack. You know, not the weirdest thing we've stuck in our backpacks. And we carried a crystal skull in our backpack for several months. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, he was making comments all the time. Is a sky shard, like right here-ish.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Yeah, I'm trying to reorganize the way we do Elder Scrolls Online content, because that way, you know, specific episodes can be used to find specific collectibles. Like, for example, the first episode is always going to have all the sky shards in it. The second episode, you know, might have, you know, questing. And then, of course, the story will all be contained in one, like, you know, maybe a couple of videos instead of, like, being all broken up over the course of the entire miniseries, so. I think I have to go up here into the alien ruins to get the sky shard. Yeah, unfortunately, the landscape did not like the sudden appearance of a rainforest for like no reason, and it's very broken up thanks to that. It's not quite as bad as like the Star Wars. What's the last of that? The Last Jedi? No, not the Last Jedi. The Rise of Skywalker, where there's like somehow Palpatine returned. It's like no explanation. Like nobody knows how Palpatine returned. Like, well, yeah, but like their entire thing like was during the briefing. They're just like somehow Palpatine returned. Like that was it.
Oh, please help.
Like we didn't learn about the cloning until later in the until later in the movie, I think. Of course, it's just the fact they could have figured out a different way to say that without making it sound lazy. They made it sound really lazy. Oh yeah, somehow Palpatine's back. They could have been like, "Oh God, the Emperor's back. How is he back?" And like, you know, freaking out and stuff. And they're just like, "Nah, somehow Palpatine's returned." That's it. There was like no emotion.
Oh, please help. It's all destroyed.
No. This was like at the meeting where Poe is like he's got everybody gathered around and he's just like somehow Palpatine has returned to like the entire group of the Resistance. It was like in the character like the actor himself, like the way he says it sounds like he's bored or like he doesn't truly like, or like he's kind of mystified as like this explanation. Like he doesn't sell it very well. Is what is the main criticism that I've seen about it. Like there's no panic. There's no like freaking out. They're just like, okay, well he's back. So. At least, well, I better stop. You haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, so. I don't know. Are you intending to watch The Mandalorian? Okay.
We're done here. Agreed, you arse.
Here for his bones. Fine.
We'll get to you, I promise. Somebody's got to play matchmaker, and it may as well be the Battle Lizard. He is the Wizard of Love. Look, he has a magic staff. I'm surprised that didn't, and surprised you didn't react to that, Joe. Sorry.
Alright, but don't cry for mummy.
Oh, it's been so long since we played as Reewish. It's so weird. Like I played Reewish like every week for like, what, 2 years?
Nice hole.
Something like that, from 2020 to 2022. May as well mark the world bosses. I don't intend to do them in this stream, but we'll definitely mark them at least. Oh, there's a boss going on right now. I may as well jump in there and help them. If I can find my way in without running into whatever that was. Oh, right, it's down here in this little extension. He is still alive.
Turn one and 2 more rounds.
Where are the mushrooms? Oh, never mind, he's dead.
Wreaking havoc, right?
I got a question for you, Joe. I was watching a thing about bacon this morning, and they were talking about how bacon in England is made from the back meat instead of the belly meat. Is that true? Oh, you don't do bacon.
Oh, there you are.
You just don't know,
okay. Expecting you.
Okay. That's fair enough. I just it was interesting. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ask Joe about that because I've never heard of that before. I've always known bacon from the belly meat, like pork belly. You slice it and it's bacon. Notice to travelers, Firelight Cave is a delightful display of nature's underground artistry. I'm gonna get interrupted, aren't I? Oh no, we're fine. Anyways, always worth a look. I, Cardiffus Borland, have received showers of praise for my work, showing the moody, mysterious nature within. If you go, be on your guard within Firelight, perhaps even more so now, with some unrest in the Dairyland itself here and there along the Gold Road. I have seen in the distance strange movement and intriguing lights, the lithe movement of a Spriggan perhaps, and there are strange echoes that may frighten those of a less adventurous nature, deep bass notes from some creature or creatures within. So I must both praise Firelight for its mysterious beauty and caution you in the same breath for its equally mysterious denizens. Fair travels. Look for my bulletins hither, and I'll yawn as you explore Tamriel with my paints and a merry heart. Cardis Berlin, painter at large. Oh, I can't wait till we get to the Narcissus Dren quest. he doesn't. He doesn't learn his lesson at all. He still seems to think that we are his helpful assistant. The thing is, if he wasn't so rude, I would feel better about not screwing him over. But, you know, he is, in fact, so full of himself. Like, people are like, oh, high elves are so full of themselves. Well, you know, sometimes dark elves are even worse. There is literally a mirror more encouraging going on right now. I guess I'll show one of these off, since we're right here.
No! Stay away from me!
Well, actually, nobody seems to be doing this one, so you know what, I'm not gonna try to solo one of these things. That's not gonna go well. Okay, so that's... Yeah, sorry for anyone who was hoping for Fallout 4 this week, or you know was going to drop in for Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is on a brief hiatus while we do the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road, or you know when SpongeBob is if SpongeBob finishes before the end of Gold Road, we'll go back into Fallout 4 on Fridays. So, I think we have about maybe 2, maybe 3 streams left at SpongeBob. Like I think 3 streams might be pushing it, but we definitely have at least 2 streams left, given the progress that we've been making. If I can figure out my way through Kelp Forest. I still haven't even looked at the video on that yet, so I need to do that. I don't want to watch it too soon, because if I do, I'm not going to remember it by Friday when it's time to stream it. So I'll probably wait and watch it Friday before stream time. So I'll get home from work, I'll sit down and pull up that video and watch it while I'm having dinner and preparing for stream. So try to figure out exactly how to get that tiki to its correct location. Apparently that tiki is actually the hardest one to get into the right location, so.
Either I've gotten shorter, or these slats are stretched out.
What are you writing, Mary? Oh, you're writing a niche. Okay. Man, they really did a number on this place. Sheesh. Okay, where's the sky shard? Oh, it's inside of a little cave, isn't it? Yep, here it is. Alright, let's see, where are we going next? There's a delve right here. Let's go mark that while I'm thinking about it, because we'll be doing those later in the stream. We've gotten 3 of the sky shards. There's... I want to say there's 8 inside locations, and there's 10 over land, so we need 7 more sky shards before we're ready to start heading into delves. Whee! There's a quest, but we'll pick that up before going inside, so it's fine. There's another sky shard. Well, there's another location like here. Let me mark that as we pass, if I can.
I grew up with Sir Hughes. Thank you for sparing his life.
Interesting. That was a nice dialogue option. That was a reference to something that happened back in the Stormhaven. Man, look at this bleak, desolate wasteland where the wild burn happened.
Come, Foxy. Things here are more dark.
Not yet, Lyramel. Be patient. I'll get to you eventually. I'm gonna mark that way shrine, so I'm gonna go to that in a second. I don't remember this quest, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up, even though we won't do it just yet, just in case it's not something that I'll run into again.
Hello. I'm a legionary in the West Weald Legion. Have you had any experience tracking creatures? How would you like to perform a great service for Count Calantius of Skingrad?
That depends. What do you need?
Recently, the Count's entourage was investigating the nearby devastation when twisted creatures attacked us. The Count escaped, but his pet bear cub, Lord Svendelmore of the Burnt Biscuits, who we just call Burn Biscuit, fled deeper into the region.
I'm sorry to hear that. How can I help?
I promised the Count that I would not return without his pet. Burn Biscuit's probably near where the entourage was attacked. Let me mark it on your map. We should start the search there. I'm sure the Count will provide a reward for your help.
I'll help you find the Count's pet bear.
We must find the Count's lost bear cub. He's somewhere in the devastated area.
What is with important people having pet bears? Like the Earth King and Avatar had a pet bear too. Tell me about this bear.
Burn Biscuit? He's a cub that the Count rescued on his travels. He's a little scamp, always poking his nose into things. He gets his name from eating burned biscuits in the kitchen. And he loves apples. Can't get enough.
Sounds adorable.
He is. He and the Count have been inseparable. Now that he's missing, Count Calantius will be bereft with grief. We need to bring him back. I went out on my own to go find Burn Biscuit, but the twisted creatures around the expedition's wreckage were much stronger than I'd expected. Especially the bog dogs, as if they weren't a menace before.
Why don't you return to Skingrad and heal up? I'll find the cub.
Oh, I appreciate your concern, but I refuse to leave without Burn Biscuit. It's my duty as a legionary to fulfill the wishes of Count Calantius and the people of Skingrad, even at the cost of my own life.
That's...
Let's ride!
Let's go knock this out real quick. This is a pretty short quest. There's a couple of these, like, little short quests in this expansion.
I came as quick... Ah, that's something. Those bite marks are definitely from a troll. That's a troll claw. But look at the bluish smoke. Definitely one of those warped creatures.
Can never have enough of that.
Mud crab apples. Look at those cute little bite marks. This is definitely Burn Biscuit's doing. Let's discuss what you found.
Found this claw, a gnawed plank, and these chewed up apples.
Your most important find are these mud crab apples. Look at the dainty tooth marks on them. Burn Biscuit definitely nibbled on them. He may have dragged off a bag of them. We can follow the trail.
What about the claw and the tooth-marked plank?
That's more troubling. Those are definitely troll marks, but we weren't attacked by a troll. That troll may be tracking Burn Biscuit. Oh, poor cub. You have to find him and lead him back here.
How do I lead him back?
Count Calantius gave me his favorite treat. The bear's favorite, I mean, not the Count's. Mud crab apple fritters. Take them, feed them to Burn Biscuit, and he'll follow you back here. Hurry, and watch out for that troll.
Can't think of Burn Biscuits without thinking about cats making biscuits. Yeah, the bear is literally right here, by the way.
I really don't like your all.
Feed the baby, feed the baby.
By Akatosh, Burn Biscuit. I mean, Lord Svendelmore. I'm so glad you're back. Let's talk, Traveler. You found him. Great work.
I think this is the bear you're looking for.
Great job, friend. I'm so relieved. Head to Skingrad. Count Calandius has an office there, near the chapel. He'll want to reward you. I'll bring along Burn Biscuit and meet you there.
Alright, so we'll do that later. You know, I kind of wish they had not told us up front that Burn Biscuit was a bear and just like, oh, a Lord of the Realm is missing, you have to find him. And then we find a bear cub. It's like, all we found was this bear cub. It's like, no, no, that's him. Oh, this was a vineyard and it burned. That's kind of sad. All those poor grapes, they'll never become wine. Or jelly. Or jam. Or another, or, you know, other assorted grape dishes. I'm actually having trouble thinking of too many other grape dishes at the moment, but I'm sure there's lots of them. Whee! Okay. There's another quest over there, but we'll pick it up later because I gotta come back here later this stream, so. Oh, come on. I'm not in combat, am I?
Off we go.
There is a... I've already gotten that sky shard. There's a way shrine like right here-ish, so... Let's go back up to that way shrine and jump over there.
I guess this is the fight now.
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you.
I will get to you later, Laramel. Leave me alone for the time being. Man, even like the burned area looks really good in Gold Road. Like, but I can't wait till we get up into the autumn colored area. It's gonna be really pretty. It's kind of like why I'm starting with all like the destroyed like and jungly areas, because it's just, you can't compare with the beauty of the West Weald proper. I mean, you can kind of get a view of it from here. Like, it's really pretty here, but it's not as close to it is up in the northern part of the map. Yeah, Mar said she would try to join us if she could today, so. There we go, that's marked. Gotta go up here and mark the public dungeon. The left wheel trading post. go. Okay, we got that way shrine. Let's mark this alien ruin up here. Have you ever heard of the BioShock series, Joe, by any chance? My brother actually got the trilogy recently. He's offered to let me borrow it to stream, so at some point I may stream those games. I don't know if you're interested in checking them out or not, so...
They're coming for us.
I played some of BioShock 1 a long time ago. We're talking... Oh, how long ago was it? I was still working at McDonald's, if that, like, and so it was probably... I want to say it's the same year the 6th Harry Potter movie came out. Sorry. See, I think it probably been 2008 or 2009, I think. Because I'm pretty sure yeah, because I started working at McDonald's in 2008, so it had to be... I suspect it was probably 2009, actually, because it had probably been right before I went to college. But, someone I worked with, I went and hung out with him, and he showed me BioShock, so... Wessel played quite a bit of Halo that day too. We ended up, hey Mars, welcome to the stream. I was just I was talking about you showing up just a little bit ago. Did you guys make it safe? You guys made it safely to Murray, or are you all already on the way to Texas now? We are in Murray. We're leaving for Texas on Tuesday. Okay. Just gonna acquire this location real quick. Not gonna fight these guys. Let's see. There is a village over here.
There you are. I have been expecting you.
The terror of the Weald.
Oh, Landless. What have you become?
You know, since Larian said that they're not going to make Baldur's Gate 4, whoever does decide to step in and make Baldur's Gate 4 is going to have some massive shoes to fill. You know? Just BG3 is definitely it's definitely a game changer for, like, the modern era gaming, so... I mean, I guess that's fair, but with a level cap at only level 12, and there's definitely enough experience to get to level 12 without needing to grind, so. Yeah. Well, I think they actually had less companions originally. I think some of them were actually added in later in development, from what I remember. Like, I know Lyzel's been there since the beginning, but I want to say that at least a couple of the guys weren't there originally. I know Shadowheart was there originally, Lyzel was there originally. But actually, I think I remember in the beta version, Shadowheart wasn't trapped on the ship. Like you couldn't free Shadowheart from the ship and like get affection points from her right away like you can in the release version. So. Shoot. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet today in chat. Joe's in the call with me. Can you hear him? Oh, sweet. Drops are enabled. I was wondering who you were talking to. Oh yeah, she can't hear you for some reason, Joe. I'm checking. Let's see. Include your mic's audio, include party. Now it says party audio is included, so maybe something in the party itself. Hold on. We've had this problem before, unfortunately. It says allow on. I don't. Could you check your settings and make sure that yours is set to allow? You find it?
Oh, let's go back to the stream first.
He just uses his big boy voice.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now?
Anything happening at the stone chip today?
Toss a coin to a hungry stranger.
Okay. That was on my end after all.
Okay. I was like, I thought I had everything set up correctly. It's probably because I have it set up for us on the PlayStation 5s, and like we haven't
I'm
really.
on the 4.
Yeah, we haven't done a call between the PS4 and the PS5 in quite a while.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. If we go up this way, it'll take us to a cave. We can mark this estate as we pass. Yeah, I usually stream from my Xbox, which means Joe would be in the call, or not in the call, but in the chat. But since I made this character on my PlayStation 5, he's stuck forever on my PlayStation 5, which means I have to stream from the PS5 for this game. There's a few other games we'll stream from the PS5 eventually, so. I will wear the moniker of nerd proudly, because unfortunately it's true and there's nothing I can do about it. May you be held down by kitties. 1, 2, it's okay. No cats here. Ah. Well, unless Belle decides, or sorry, unless the little decides to act like a cat again. She is too busy fighting with Sky. Oh, sorry. It's not big fights, just petty stuff. That's fair. To be fair, they're both pretty young, so the thing is what, you know, an adult can brush off. It might seem like the end of the world to a child, so. Yeah, so normally, I actually had hot dogs for the first time in a very long time last night. Like, I have grilled sausages a lot because I like sausages, but I haven't really had hot dogs in years probably. And I actually got a pack of hot dogs last night and tried them out, and I was like, not as bad as I remember. But again, I put them on the foreman too, so he's playing with that while he's, of course, the message disappeared before I could finish reading it. Playing with, running around, singing Spider-Man. I can't remember. I think they were probably beef dogs because I think, if I remember correctly, I think the store was out of like regular hot dogs. So the only option was beef hot dogs. Beef dogs are good, yeah. I think I got the State Fair brand. Those are typically pretty good. They swell up pretty good when you fry them. Like, they started out pretty small, but they actually swelled up. Yeah, it's like or State Park or something like that. I'd have to go look at the package that's in the garbage can. I don't really want to dig it out. It's something State, though. It's like, it might be a local, like, Elizabethtown brand, too, which... Just look how beautiful this area is, though. Like, the way the sun shines through the, like, the multicolored trees. Like, the orangish grass. Oh, love this zone. I absolutely love this zone. I'm glad we're taking this little tour of it right at the front so we can appreciate its beauty without rushing around dealing with, bandits here and Daedra here and vampires and trolls and all sorts of the other fantasy stuff that we're going to have to deal with in the coming streams, so. I tell you what, I'm thinking more and more that I did in fact have a sinus infection last week, which was what was wrong with me, because I'm feeling so much better since I started using my nasal spray again. Unfortunately, I let it run out, and then I was like, well, I'll get to it, and I kept forgetting, and then I think my sinuses got infected as a result. Fenorian, my good friend, we'll get to you later. Probably not this stream. I don't know. We're still only 42 minutes in, and we've gotten most of the overland stuff. We just got a couple locations to finish marking and sky sharks to grab, and then we could start doing delves.
Off with you, Swit!
Whee! I got a box of fudge rounds recently. I don't know, or today. I don't know if they're still as good as they were when we were kids, but I'm definitely going to try them again, so. I mean, for $3, you get 15 individually wrapped fudge rounds. Like, so if you just have one a day, that's 15 days of snacks for $3. That's a pretty decent bargain. Get Conm in here. I have no idea what he's doing. Is he chilling with the D-Man? Or whatever we're codenaming Dylan during streams? Probably the D-Man's a bad. I haven't had fudge round since I was in middle school. I can't remember the last time I had a fudge round. It may have been college, but I can't be sure. I don't think we've had them at camp. Because if I didn't have them at college, camp would have been the next place I would have that I would have had them. So. Do y'all have Little Debbie's in England, Joe? Or do y'all have a different snack cake maker?
No, I've heard of them, so I don't know.
Yeah, probably have your own thing then. Then again, y'all might actually have y'all might have something else instead of the snack cakes over there, because y'all have like the biscuits and stuff, right?
Yes.
Because biscuits are a pretty large thing over there in England, if I remember correctly. Which is so weird to think of, because when I think biscuits, I think of, American biscuits. The big, fluffy, like, buttery confections. Pretty sure Little Debbie's is banned in Europe because of the ingredients. You know what? That makes absolute sense. Some flavors of Pop-Tarts are also banned in Europe because of the ingredients. I don't remember which ones, though, so. There was an episode about it, that I was watching a long time ago.
I just came up with a rebuttal to the Mundus Lacrimus theory. That old buffoon from...
It's gonna be nice to find a snack cake maker that, doesn't have, banned ingredients in it. I just don't know where to start looking, is the problem. I did get my hands once on a pack of they're like Mighty Donuts or something. So it was a 1 gram of sugar, 18 grams of protein donut. It was really good actually. Too many gross and really bad stuff. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, I probably should care, but I don't. And I know it probably sounds really bad. I apologize for my terrible eating habits. Okay, so that's weird. So sometimes the sky shards aren't showing up even though I have them marked, so I'm supposed to be able to see them to help me find the ones I'm missing easier. They do make it taste really good and addictive. Yeah, they really do. Like sweet, delicious poison. My sister said, "Don't apologize, eat and be happy." Thank you. Do we have a code name for your sister in streams, or should I just call her by her first?
Let's ride.
Oh, look at this, Ash. Okay, thank you, Ash. Look at this beautiful sunset. Like, Joe, if you can, jump in the chat and look at this. You don't get to see this very often. Oh, the things they can do with God rays and this modern era is absolutely gorgeous. I'm taking some screenshots of this because I've heard about this, but I haven't actually seen it for myself. This is the first time I'm getting to actually experience the sunset or sunrise in Westfield, and oh, it's so pretty. Right. Just the land is bathed in golden light, like, oh. Takes me back to those fall evenings where, you know, me and my brothers would be out playing all day because the weather was, you know, not too hot and not too cold. And it would be, the sun would be setting and Mom would be calling us in for dinner. Okay, so that's one. There's one more Overland Sky Shard to find, and then we start heading into the dells. I got that one. 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 Got that one. Ah, there it is. It's like right over here that I don't have it.
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you.
Laramil, let me do my thing. I will get to you eventually, I promise. No. Should be right up there. It is, overlooking the gorge beside the Skingrad Castle Bridge. Unfortunately, you cannot get up onto that bridge, as far as I can tell. Yeah, it looks like I should be able to get up there, but I can't. I wonder if I could use the Arcanist's portals to get up there, though. Wait, do I not have my... Nope, I didn't have that on there. Yep, did not make it. Whee! Ow. My legs. Sorry. My legs! Okay. Now it's time to take care of the delves. So, let's see. You know what? Let's start with this one right here. I've got a house right there I can just travel to. If I don't accidentally jump and disable fast traveling. But now I can actually look at the call because, or at the Twitch because I've got everything marked on the map, so I won't need to look at the map anymore. Wait, I've already got one location done? What location do I have done? Oh, yeah, I discovered Skingrat, okay. Oh, by the way, Mars, what do you think of my new steed? The flaming, draconic serpent lizard camel? Look what it does. It spits fire. And it's actually on fire. Still spits. To be fair, though, its spit doesn't just annoy people, it also sets them on fire. This is not the camel you want to spit in your eye. Actually, you probably don't want any camel to spit in your eye. It's disgusting. Oh good, storm except with fire.
I mean, that's usually our
You're
case
no
when we're
legionary.
wisdom.
I don't think you're
Yeah.
one of those bandits either. And you're
The reason we
certainly not
call
one of
ourselves
my
the
rogue
Pyro,
recruits.
see buddies. I'm the
So,
fire
you
guy.
care to take on a commission from the captain of Fort Colovia?
Yeah, some people may not be familiar with what the Pyro-C and the Pyro-C buddy stands for. It stands for Pyrocumulus, which is basically a cloud made of fire. What sort of commission do you have in mind?
Bandits. Deserters from the war in Cyrodiil who united to
I love
pillage
this
the
guy's voice.
countryside.
It's really nice.
They appeared in numbers too great for my small cohort of raw recruits to deal with. I could use someone competent and experienced to help me out.
I could have sworn I've heard this voice in anime before, or maybe Avatar: The Last Airbender. I can't be absolutely sure, but it sounds like a military man from another show that I've seen. What kind of help are you looking for?
It happened so fast. The Legion has no idea we're in trouble. I need someone to accompany Legionary Calvo inside, reach the bell tower, and ring the warning signal. If you're willing to take the job, Calvo can show you where to find what you need.
I'll accompany Legionary Calvo into the fort and ring the warning bell signal for you.
I won't let you down, Captain. This way, friend.
Oh, David Lodge.
I don't think he'll
Oh,
survive.
it's David Lodge. Who else does he voice?
Looking that up now, I'm pretty sure he's...
Bears. They
know
can
who
be
I'm
sly
thinking of.
and sneaky, so be on your guard.
I drank a burr as I ran from a burn. And I'm just like, you can't call both a beer and a bear burr. It's like,
I'm assuming it's the... Oh, here we go, voice actor.
Don't worry,
There's
friend.
a lot of David
I can
Lodges
lead you to the
apparent.
communique, the bell tower key, and the cohort payload.
Let's
All
see.
part of my training as the captain's aide-de-camp.
He was the dragon
This
in Dragon's
passage isn't
Dogma.
used much, so it should be mostly clear.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, except
Yeah,
for the
that's who I
bears.
thought he was. I thought I recognized that name. He's Jiraiya in Naruto.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
definitely
I
why
know
the
that
voice
voice.
sounds
I know
familiar.
that. I know that voice. I reason I couldn't tell you that straight away because I can't hear your stream.
That's fair.
And I couldn't anyway because
Bunch.
even if it's not muted, it's just my computer's speakers don't work.
Yeah, is he in Avatar?
I didn't look. I just know his voice from that because I've always liked his voice. I don't know if it counts as anime. Let's try animation. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, he was Puppetmon in Digimon Adventure.
I can't remember that, to be honest, so I couldn't tell
He
you.
was Kenpachi in Bleach.
I can't even remember who that is. Kenpachi. I can't even remember who that is. It's been so long.
He was also very briefly in Sailor Moon. Let's see.
He was Cabal in Mortal Kombat 9. Had a few voices in Men in Black, Alien Crisis. Oh, he was Toothpick in Sly Cooper Thieves in Time.
Interesting. Oh, he was Parrotmon in Digimon the movie? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he was in the movie as well, yeah.
Apparently he's got some big roles in World of Warcraft as well.
I knew I remembered him from Final Fantasy 15 though. Oh, I didn't
He's
know
Louis
his voice.
Wall. Okay, he's Louis Wall from Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn. Okay, that's a
He's
big
also-
name.
I think he's even a bigger name. Final Fantasy 15, he's Bahamut.
Yeah, you're correct. He's also Wedge and Vivi.
Oh, he played the antagonist in Persona 5.
Yeah, he
didn't
also
realize-
was
How did
Mike
I not pick
Baker
up on
in.
that?
He was also Mike
In
Baker in Detective Pikachu.
I'm looking at the list now.
He's Geralt in Three Houses.
Well, yeah. That's not news. I knew that.
He was also the big red dragon in Elder Scrolls Online. The big red one, Nafalar.
Oh, he has a scene in Spider-Man 2? I haven't found... Oh, it's just a security guard, so...
Wow, this guy's like
But still.
really, really famous.
Oh, he's big name. I mean, as I said, he's Geralt Jiraiya. Like, I knew
Like you
that
said,
about Geralt.
we don't
I
use it very
didn't
often.
even think of
And
that.
the bears have to live somewhere, right? You should also know, I'm not much of a warrior. Never had much use for fighting back in Ontis, and we haven't gotten very far with my training.
You're in the Imperial Legion. Isn't fighting part of the job?
Oh, yes, but we only arrived here to begin our training a few days ago. Before that, I worked at the ranch in Ontis. An older friend who I admired, Marius Gallo, was the hero of the town. Everyone was so proud when he joined the Legion.
Is that what made you sign up?
In part, but I also wanted to set things right. I admired Marius, but he abandoned his post in Cyrodiil and hasn't been seen since. They call him the Ontis Coward, the deserter. I want to prove that not all the people from my town are like that.
Fair enough. Let's go inside the delve. Fort Calovia, here we come. Fort Calovia has defended the north of... Oh, that was really fast. I didn't get time to read that.
We need to reach the north, south, and east sections of the fort to find the items. I was so nervous when the captain handed me the payroll, I hid it in a barrel in the camp at the north end of the river. I don't want to die!
Well, you should have thought about that before you
No, Florentina.
killed all these Imperial
Why did they have to
legionaries.
kill her?
I could kill them to run away. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
I surrender!
Sorry, the battle leader does not have any patience for the traitors. Not after what happened in Orsinium, anyways.
payroll should be around here. That's one of the items the captain sent us for. Let's keep going.
I realized I never properly introduced Reewish at the beginning of this. Yeah, we are playing as the mighty battle lizard.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Olsinius was a good soldier. I hope he took a few of them with him.
Mercy! I'm too young to die!
I love how they're like, "Oh, mercy, spare me," but they attack you relentlessly. Like there's
Please spare me!
These deserters turned bandits have no honor.
Mercy! I'm too young to die! Oh.
I think we need to drop down here. And then we take a turn here, and it should be... Of course, I hit a bear trap.
I was in this hall when the fort was attacked. I hid the communique in an ash pile and I'm glad I remembered where I stashed that. Only one thing left to find.
I'm honestly surprised that it didn't burn up, since it was literally right next to the fire, but...
Poor Livius.
Yuli!
We didn't like each other, but no one deserves such a fate.
I don't want to die! Die, surrender!
I'll admit, the first time I came in here and I heard those voices, I thought it was the guy who was with me who was saying that, but then I realized the voices don't quite match up to be him, so... I was like, why did you even come in here? We were just going to surrender to every enemy that we find. But it was also like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was particularly sleepy still, too.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Now that we have the sequence, the key, and the payroll, we need to reach the bell tower. It's on the west side of the fort.
We'll get there. We're almost done with this delve already.
Almost there. Just a little farther, and then we can ring the warning bell.
Then our path is blocked by a giant fire-breathing kitten. Meow. Not enough that it's large and it's a cat, but it also breathes fire.
We made it. We actually made it.
Oh, I gotta keep going upstairs.
Just ring the bell in the proper sequence, and the alert will be... I never thought I'd be so happy to hear... You take the payroll and report back to the captain. I'll continue to ring the bell until help arrives. The communique says we need to keep ringing the proper sequence at set intervals until we receive a response or help arrives. That responsibility falls to me now. I'll bar the door once you're gone.
Are you sure you want to stay here, Calvo?
I can't fight like you, but this I can do. I'll stay until I'm relieved of my post by the Legion or the Bandits. Whoever reaches me first. Maybe this will show everyone that the people of Ontis aren't all cowards and deserters.
Stay safe, Legionary. So now I could go back downstairs and leave through the bell door, but there's actually a faster way to leave the delve. So this, like looking outside here, this isn't a set piece. That's the real world. Like, see, there's that's a bird, honestly, not a player. But that's the actual world. If I drop down here, I'm outside the delve now. Like, that's actually very inventive. I'm glad that they're experimenting with stuff like that, because usually, like, a thing like this would be a completely different world space. The fact that we can drop down from that bell tower into the real world is actually a very nice step in the right direction for the Elder Scrolls Online. Is there some kind of... Oh, no, these are all Legionaries. Okay.
I knew Calvo could do it. Someone's ringing the bell. Does that mean they made it?
Those bandits won't stick
From the
around
sound
once
of
they
the
see
bell,
the
I
Legion
assume your mission was successful, soldier. Were you able to recover the cohort's payroll as well? And where's Legionary Calvo?
Here's the payroll. Calvo stayed behind to repeat the chime sequence as the required intervals.
He did he? I knew the lad was brave and had something to prove, but this is beyond the call of duty for a raw recruit. If he survives until the reinforcements get here, I may just have to promote him. But why do you think he did it?
Let's see. So we have a couple options we can say. We can say he was mostly useless in there, so he volunteered to remain behind and ring the bell. We can say he wanted to prove that a son of Ontis was as loyal and courageous as anyone else. We can also say that he demanded to stay behind. He felt it was his duty to the Legion and his cohort. Honestly, the second option is the most truthful, so that's the one I'm going to go for.
That coward of Ontis nonsense again. I told Calvo just to ignore the insults, but he couldn't let it go. Still, there's no doubt he's got courage. I just hope he survives long enough for us to show him how much we appreciate his efforts.
How long before the Legion reinforcements arrive?
That's an excellent question. It depends on which cohorts are nearby, and what else they may be dealing with. I hear we've been having trouble with wood elves and Daedra recently, you know. Here's the payment I promised. Courtesy of the Legion. No sign of reinforcements yet. I hope Calvo can hold out a bit longer.
You don't think you can take back the fort on your own?
With a handful of untrained legionaries? Not hardly. But we'll hold this position and wait for reinforcements. And as long as we can hear the bell ringing, we know that Legionary Calvo is still with us.
I mean, I left a trail of bodies on my way through. You probably could retake it. So I could help you try to retake it.
Thank you, but no. I'm not willing to risk any more lives against those bandits. Not even yours. Not when the alert has been sounded and reinforcements are on the way. They'll be here. Eventually. Then we'll show those deserters what for.
Calvo is ringing the bell?
Calvo's a true legionary.
I like how respectful they sound of him after he stays behind. It's really heartwarming. Alright, we're off to Legion's Rest. Dun 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 dun.
Something's not right here. Be ready for a fight.
We'll get to you, Elf Beta. Because I definitely don't want to leave Narcissus Drin as a non-statue for too long. Who knows what trouble he could get into. The people he could offend. I feel like it's our civic duty to turn Narcissus Drin back into a statue. What do you think, Joe?
Your what duty?
My civic duty?
Okay, there you go. I thought you said civilic. I'm like, what the?
No, I meant like public duty.
No, gotcha.
I mean, he could cause it. Look, think of all the work he might cause for Rigard.
Care to earn some
And that
gold
would be a
together?
crime in of
Could use a
itself.
bit of assistance. I was hoping for a cohort of legionaries from Skingrad, but you'll
Huh.
have to do. I don't even
God.
know where to begin. Our entire shipment of blue Adril is gone, and my dear
So
Lazen is
apparently,
still in there chasing
any
down whoever
dialogue
attacked us.
in a race is going to come in through my headset,
Rogues, a
so I won't be
horrible
able to hear
buzzing.
you.
It all happened
sorry
so
about that.
fast. Legion's
Just
Rest
a
has
heads
always
up.
been a safe place to spend the night. Rory, my caravan master, confirmed as much when he scouted ahead. But look at us! Oh, stranger, I desperately need your help.
What do you want me to do?
The fate of my
Oh, there's nothing you
vineyard
can
rests
do.
on that stolen
No, I'm
shipment of
talking
Blue
to the
Angel.
character, Joe.
Recover
Oh,
the lost
sorry.
crates along with my dear Lazen and evidence of whoever is responsible for this attack, and I promise to make it worth your while.
I'll help you find Layton and recover the stolen wine.
Securing 4 crates of Blue Angel should be enough to keep our vineyard afloat. If we act fast, we might even find out how they knew to ambush us here. We traveled in secret, you know. And let's look for Lazen. I'd hate it if he were harmed.
Why take your caravan through Legion's Rest?
Too much jostling ruins Blue Angel, so we had to travel exceptionally slowly to reach the market. Legion's Rest has always been a safe place to stop. Rory, my caravan leader, picked the location and our secret route personally.
You mentioned Blue Adriel a few times. What exactly is it?
Blue Angel is the pride of my family's winery. It's aged for 10 years in barrels made from the planks of Skingrad's first longhouse. This particular batch finally reached maturity, and we were taking it to market when we were set upon.
Do you think they were after the Blue Adriel?
They certainly seemed to know what was in our wagon, but we closely guard all information regarding our aging process and routes to market. If we can learn how they knew to ambush us here, that would also help immensely.
Earlier you mentioned Lazen. Who is that?
Lazen is a great many things. My head of security, my chief inspector, my groundskeeper, each role pivotal to the continued success of my vineyard, and all the more reason we find him as quickly as possible. Also, he's my dear pet dog.
Wait, Lazen's a dog?
Now, don't for a moment think that Lazen being a dog makes him any less important than the Blue Adriel. He didn't hesitate to try to protect me and the caravan. It's only right that we do everything we can to bring him back safely.
I'll head into Legion's Rest and see if I can find your wine in Lazen. Yeah, I thought it was gonna... The first time I did this, I was like, okay, so this is gonna be a Stibbins situation where this person completely relies upon Lazen to do everything for her. And like, nope, it's her pet dog. Which, you know, is generally nicer than the way that, what's-her-face treats, Lady Laurent treats Stibbins. Stibbins! Bury the body, Stibbins. Yes, ma'am.
Never used to fight this much until I met you.
Not my fault that every time I turn around, the world is ending. No, is that my fault? Could I be the secret villain? Dun dun dun! No, I don't think so.
Lazen, is that you? I'm so happy you're safe. Destroy!
I just realized I haven't used a skill. Alright.
Go on, Lazen. Find the rest of the missing Blue Adriel.
I already have a scroll active, okay. We need to go up this way. I don't know if Lazen's actually doing enough to call him the good boy here.
Dog. Look for another bottle, Lazen.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make that. I don't think I can get up this either. I think I'm gonna have to go around to get to that. That's fine. If I go this way.
Sounds like you found more wine. Good dog, Lazen.
You've been getting good at this. Oh, I probably should be proud of that.
Amir, I've only had you since 2021, so you've been part of my adventures for 3 years now.
Should fetch a fair fetching price.
Gilroy Vastness, the next shipment of Blue Adriel leaves in a week's time. I told Orissa that I already scouted the route, so you're clear to move in and set your ambush. When we arrive, I'll stand near the crates containing the Blue Adriel. It's a precious few bottles, so be gentle with them. And me, for that matter, rough me up enough that they won't suspect my betrayal. A few of your crystal jet keepers dressed like ruffians should do the trick. Orissa may be proud, but she isn't a fighter. And keep those new pets of yours far away from this. I don't know what oblivion pit you found those wasps in, but I want them nowhere near me or the others. You better hold up your side of the bargain and be clear. I want gold, not honey or whatever you get from those fiendish wasp. Gold, my weight of it, Rory. So her caravan driver betrayed her. Alright, and that is the second delve down. Yeah, we're still not even at the halfway point, so we probably may actually get the public dungeons done today too.
Who's a good boy? Apologies for dashing off like that. Those horrible crystal jacks were really starting to unnerve me. Besides, I wanted to get Lazen to safety. Now, what was in that note you grabbed?
It's a note from your caravan master to the leader of the bandits. He helped them ambush you.
Let me see that. Gilroy Vastness? His family used to own a rival winery, but they went out of business years ago. Is that why he turned to banditry? Oh, and Rory? He's worked with us for years! If he needed money, he could have just asked me.
What will you do with him?
He could have gotten us seriously hurt. Killed even. And for what, gold? I'll have to turn him into the guards when we reach Skingrad. Then he'll spend some time in one of Count Calantius's dungeon cells.
Here's the wine I recovered from Regent's Rest.
Now we can finish our trek to market and sell the wine as planned. In addition to turning Rory over to the authorities, I'll also let the Legion know what's going on in these caves. You recovered my inventory when I thought all was lost. Thank you. I can't believe Rory betrayed us. He could have gotten Lazen or the others killed. Rory, you scheming bastard!
Why are you so mad? It's not like you can't make more wine.
I trusted you! You... Ugh.
She laid him out.
All right, everyone. We recovered the Blue Adril. As always, as soon as we sell it, everyone will get a share of the profits. Everyone except Rory, that is.
Yeah, no, he's going to prison. Not a lot of uses for money in prison. At least not in the Tamriel eras. There's no canteen that you can buy things from like you can at the in modern era prison systems. Then we always had a person at was it college or was it work? I can't remember, but they were always used to be like, hey, if I go to jail, will you send me cupcake money? I'm like, cupcake money? He's like, yeah, so I could get cupcakes from the canteen. I'm like, well, why are you planning to go to prison? Is my first question. And it's like, well, does it matter? I'm like, yeah, if you murder somebody, I ain't sending you cupcake money. And he's like, you know what? That's fair enough. Like, if you get arrested for, like, I don't know, knocking out, like, somebody who's going to hurt someone, but you get arrested for assault for some reason, even though you were protecting someone else, I'd send you cupcake money. But if you kill somebody for, like, no reason, I ain't sending you cupcake money. Okay, so we're here for the Sky Shard primarily. I don't believe there's a quest in this place, or if there is, it's the kind that you have to pick up. So, like the Santa Claus, I was protecting Santa. I always suspected you might be an elf, Mars. Now my suspicions have been confirmed. You watched that movie, right? The original Santa Claus, right? Just to confirm that we are talking about the same movie? Like, the one with Tim Allen? Yeah, no, yeah, then yes, where the leprechauns come down and break Charlie or Santa out of prison, yeah. We're elves with attitude. Man, it's probably been 10 years since I've seen that movie. This year I'm gonna have to rewatch the Santa Claus movies. Anything about the Psych episode? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen Psych, except maybe like 1 or 2 episodes. And I didn't really know what was going on in it. Yeah, for whatever reason, it was never on my radar as a show to watch. Which is weird. There was a time when I was really into cop dramas. I watched Law and Order. I watched NCIS. I still watch NCIS when I remember to. Start from the beginning. Yeah, maybe I'll pick it up eventually, but I got too much to do right now. So I'm actually I'm actually picking back up my read of the Drist books, so certain someone doesn't get ahead of me in the books. Because he's burning through the books really fast. Not naming names, but Joe. Wow, that's a bad cough. Do you watch Mystical Kitchen by any chance, Mars? I like their, they've got this little like mini series where they try to guess the imposter chef, where they have like a guest star come on and prepare a dish, and the other two like actual chefs from Mystical Kitchen, or well, two of them prepare a dish, and the blind taste tester has to taste and figure out who is the imposter and who is the original. So that's actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy that because I don't know why it appeals to me so much. I find it really enjoyable. Like, I'm really bad at cooking, but it's like... I don't know. I can cook a couple dishes. I've got a white bean soup that I can make. It's actually, it's supposed to be a vegetarian dish, but I add a chicken bouillon to it, so it's not vegetarian anymore. Nice. What series is that? Okay. I might have to check that out, especially since I've been enjoying the Mystical Kitchen main stuff, so. Alright, that is 3 delves down, we've got 3 to go, and then it's just the public dungeons left.
Off we go!
Here we go again on our own. I just realized I don't need to be worried about swimming, because I'm literally an Argonian, and I'm the fastest thing in water. Okay, one of these days I'm going to do a fishing stream series where we're going to fish all the zones in Elder Scrolls Online as catches every fish. Good Mystic Morning. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen them advertise that. They have shirts and aprons that advertise that. I just haven't got around to actually watching it yet, so...
Another rogue come to take what's left. Julianus be praised. A friendly face. It seems the roads are far more dangerous than I was led to believe. We stopped to enjoy the breeze when a crazed brigand came out of nowhere and robbed us.
One brigand did all this?
One masked brigand and a pack of horrid beasts she commanded. Frau Gotha did everything she could to protect me, bless her heart. But the thief made off with my entire dowry. Now I haven't a napkin ring to present to my future bride.
Where did the brigand run off to?
She disappeared into the nearby Firelight Cave. Adventurer, if you can recover my 4 dowry bundles, I promise to make it worth your while. Every scrap of silk and muddy jewel could save me from becoming the laughingstock of Skingrad.
I'll search the cave for your stolen dowry.
It took years to negotiate a fair dowry for the Verdullis family's eldest daughter. To come this close to a life of leisure, only for some flea-infested scoundrel to dash my dreams? Please, search Firelight for my dowry. I beg of you.
Who is the Verdullis family?
They are a very powerful mercantile family, and any misstep could spell disaster for my marriage proposal. It's been a grueling year of negotiations between our families. Would you believe I haven't even met my bride-to-be?
You've never met your bride?
Absurd, I know, but it's almost more romantic.
Not really.
The tidal forces of commerce, leaving us marooned on the shores of love. We've written each other, of course. And beneath the polite formalities, I do believe a moral nurtures a spark of love for me.
What if you don't like each other?
That's hardly a reason not to get married. My parents built a lumber empire despite hating each other. Of course, without my dowry, none of this matters. Not to press, but even a small portion returned could save my marriage. Please, find what you can of my dowry and I'll compensate you handsomely.
And be wary of the Theritor. They like to be trifled with.
Alright, into the cave. You know, there's the little bit of concern about the fact that he talks about how his parents hate each other, but yet they're his parents, so... Different era, different set of social expectations for the upper class still.
Alright, don't cry for mummy.
Doesn't Xander realize the opportunity I've given him? Why try to recover his bid for my hand? What joy can be found in a marriage fueled by coin?
She has a fair point.
Help him if you feel so inclined, but be warned. The beasts of Firelight are ravenous.
Yeah, by the way, you may have caught her name was Amoriel. That is his bride-to-be, has stolen the dowry so she doesn't have to marry him. But to be fair, like, that is his property, so... I mean, it's understandable to a degree, but at the same point, like, he is literally, like, going to be ruined if he doesn't get this stuff back because of how much coin he poured into it, so... It's like, I think there would have been a better way to have, like, refused the marriage than to have stolen his belongings and hid them inside of a cave with bloodthirsty creatures.
For colors of gold and silver. The Theriker grow restless. We have that in common. It's time we left these woods behind.
Yeah, somebody missed their calling as a ranger. Good gracious. You know, someone made a good point of like how many like expert skiers were born in the desert who, you know, never saw snow, but they would have been like the world's greatest skiers.
These woods have changed. The land doesn't sing to me anymore. Return the dowry to Grander if you wish. I'm leaving all this nonsense behind.
I can't blame her for that. This place, the Dawn Woods, is no place for a human forester. It's a place that needs to be mastered by a Bosmer.
They're coming for us.
go back the other way to get up there. I think that I can go up this way, and it will take me up to the Sky Shard. I almost failed just now. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, I can work my way around through here and jump down. Nope, I am in fact mistaken. That's not going to let me do that, I don't think. Nope.
Get back, you betcha!
Here we go. Now we're back on track.
I'm certain Grander will wonder whether he was inadequate. And he'd be right. I've tamed beasts and monsters.
Yeah, she's definitely a ranger. There's no doubt about it. Like, she's the kind of person who needs to be in the forest. Of course, this is the day I find the giant death frogs. Yeah, these are definitely not the kind of frogs that become a prince when you kiss them. That is a long fall. Let's definitely make sure we don't fall down there. Join the Dark Brotherhood. Technically, I already have a Dark Brotherhood character. I haven't done that on this character though. Kind of hard to be sneaky when you shoot lightning everywhere. Or so Joe tells me.
I mean, am I wrong?
You're not. Lightning is very loud.
I'm not here to fight.
I'm
My
bright.
family drama
They're
puts
bright.
you in danger. I owe you some answers if you want them. A proper introduction, then. I am Amoro Verdelis, Grander's bride-to-be. You can tell him it was me. I'm certain my betrayal will make for quite the waterworks. I harbor no ill will toward the man. Only what he represents. This contract.
What will your parents think of all this?
It's been years since they've taken any interest in my needs. Why would I care for theirs? They've made it plainly clear I wasn't the daughter they prayed for. Too quick to fight, too tough to bend. And still they tried to force me into shape.
Grander deserves to know the truth.
He's one of countless pampered nobles that look at these marvelous, newly grown woods and see only a profit to be made. They have no love for its beauty, and nor do I for their greed. So forgive me for not considering what he deserves.
What should I tell him?
Tell him what you will. I'm certain the scandal won't take long to spread. The Verdelis family's wild child finally making for the hills. I only wish I'd done it sooner. And that I could see my mother's face when she realizes what's happened.
He really did want to marry you.
That's a pity. Tell Grander I have a sister. A sweet little thing eager for love. But warn him no dowry. Do it right. Court her. They need to decide for themselves, not our parents.
Why hide with the beast in Farlight Cave?
This cave was once a sanctuary from my parents. Before this wild magic twisted it into something cruel. It was my second home. Filled with beasts with softer smiles than the ones that raised me.
Magic twisted this place?
Yes. And the creatures that lived within it. Driven wild and feral. I did what I could to calm them, tend to their fear. I had hoped to take them with me, to return the favor and save them from this mess. But I acted too late.
Where would you go now?
I'm not sure. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell Grander's hired aide. Just know it will be far away from here. Beyond the highlands and the overgrowth. Beyond even the reach of my family's wealth.
I better get to Grander. Goodbye, Emeriel.
Farewell, adventurer. Perhaps one day we'll cross paths again.
Foreshadowing for a future DLC. Dun dun dun. How are you doing today, Conman?
Oh,
You've
call
returned
man.
in one piece. I hope you gave that brigand what for. You're back? And with my dowry in tow. This is still plenty to impress the Verdelis' eldest daughter and secure her hand. I could kiss you, adventurer. Though I suppose I should save that for my bride-to-be.
Yes, I retrieved your dowry, but your marriage is off.
What's this now? Has word already spread of my ineptitude? My abject failure? Has the Verdelis family already dragged my name through the coals? Please, kind-hearted and dashing adventurer, end your silence and tell me!
The brigand who robbed you was a Muriel Verdelis.
My? A moral? What would drive her to steal her own dowry? Surely there must be some misunderstanding. These barbaric acts are far beneath her, let alone the Verdelis family name. At least it explains the warm rush I felt from her commands.
The warm rush fell from her commands. I'm sorry. She needed the dowry to run away.
Run away. I see. It's strange I find myself so hurt by someone I never met. Who am I to begrudge someone for wanting greener pastures? I hope she finds what she's looking for. I'll be fine. Mother taught us Namarset men to persevere.
There are plenty of wolves in the den, Grunder.
Well, I don't appreciate the chosen imagery. I get your meaning. Yes. Though the long road to betrothal is a lonely path, I'll gladly walk it. Thank you, traveler. You've earned this gold as well as my deep respect. I wonder what's to become of this dowry. I could save it for my next bride, or perhaps I could invest it in some sort of capital venture. Father rarely loosens the purse strings for my ideas, so this is the perfect time to prove myself.
You should know, Emerald mentioned she had a sister.
Yes, of course,
Oh,
a delightful
God.
woman.
He
In
knows
fact,
her.
She was the one who often made the ride out to our lumber yards to collect my letters to Immoral. Are you implying that I should marry her instead?
She thought you could court her properly, no dowry.
What a novel idea. I'll admit to some relief that our arranged marriage is over. I have always been a bit of a romantic, and this merger by way of marriage was less than ideal. Perhaps I will. A proper courtship. If she agrees, of course.
And leave whatever stringed
Good news.
instrument you're planning to
The
use at
adventurer
home.
retrieved my dowry.
I'm sure you're not
We can
good with it.
Continue on to Skingrad as planned. And I promise you both a pint of ale when we get there.
Such
Well,
a
that got their
relief.
respect.
And I'll be able to press and sort out your clothing in time for any balls or soirees.
How generous. A whole drink after nearly losing an arm to a Theriker.
Well, can't please everybody. I'm doing a good con, man. It's good to see you. So, I will try to join your stream tomorrow when I get home. If you are streaming tomorrow, I don't know if you're going to be able to or not. So, you may not be able to, from all I know. All right. So I'm gonna. Is it time for a break? No, not yet. We got 9 minutes. So let's head for the next delve. No, sorry. I'm being chased by a demonic chicken. Oh god, it's still after me!
I have never seen wounds like these. Stay back! Oh, apologies. I found this necromancer dying
Oh,
of
yeah,
vicious
come on, okay.
wounds. Arke has her now. But you should be careful, traveler. There are dark things afoot here.
What kind of dark things?
The locals say Nunungalo is haunted. As a priest of Arke, it is my duty to investigate. I found this poor soul taking her last breaths, raving about a ritual gone wrong and undead necromancers. Please, I need help. I cannot handle this alone.
What kind of help do you need?
Something killed the necromancers inside the ruins, but I believe they have risen from the grave to continue their dark ritual. These spirits are an affront to Arke, and we must exorcise them. I will reward you for your help in this.
Alright, I'll help you stop the ritual.
I found a journal among the necromancers' things. It revealed how the ritual began. Interrupting their spell should subdue the spirits and put an end to their plot. Read the journal, but be wary. Whatever killed the necromancers may still be inside.
How can we stop the ritual?
We need to gather the items used for the spell, remove them from the ritual site, and burn any corrupted corpses we find. We should also destroy the undead lurking in the ruins. Their souls cannot move on until their bodies are laid to rest.
Why does the ritual need to be stopped?
All necromancy is sacrilege to Arke, but this particular ritual could endanger all of Westweald. The necromancers were attempting to resurrect an undead army. I shudder to think what they may have intended to use it for.
How do we stop the ritual?
We need to gather the items used for the spell.
Oh, we already
remove
asked this.
them
Okay.
from the ritual.
Inside the delve we go. Nonungalo? Roughly translated to where place where few have lived. Alright.
This place reeks of death. We need to find and burn the ritual already awoke.
Oh gosh, I remember coming in here for a different quest, so we'll have to come back in here eventually,
help
but...
us. This place is full of traps. Okay, help us. There is a trap will find you.
Don't panic! We can do this! I hope you're watching.
Just as I suspected. Fresh blood to feed the spell. Stay away from me, monster! Arke, protect us!
I think we're gonna need a little more help than what just RK can give us, unfortunately.
RK's wrath will find you. Stay away from me, monster. There, that spirit is channeling the ritual. Find and burn its corpse.
Awaken the grave.
Oh, I got luminous ink. That's really good. That stuff is really rare.
No! The spell isn't complete!
It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna let you complete it.
We should keep moving. There are more. Get back, foul creature!
Look, no, this spell isn't complete. Like I care.
RK, protect us.
Ow.
RK's wrath will find you.
Well, we've got Shardborn from Miramore.
RK, protect us.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homages.
There is something vile nearby. I sense we are close to a ritual item. Be careful. That blade has a wicked edge to it. Over there. Another body is fueling the necrotic ritual. Burn it.
Suckle the teat of the blood-soaked ground. Return from the What's happening? My work's not done!
Please see my aforementioned I don't give a shit.
But I fear there may be more. RK's wrath will find you. Get back, foul creature!
I go this way. Yes.
Hurry! The force of the ritual may bring the ruins down on top of us.
Yeah, my battery on my controller is getting low. I'm gonna need to plug it up in just a second.
I met you.
Stay away from me, monster!
There we go. We've got 3 sky shards to go, 1 in a delve and 2 in the public dungeon, so we are almost done with our collectathon today.
The ritual is gaining strength. Quickly, burn the body.
Rise, you sleeping dead. Walk among the living instead.
Nope.
Wretched mortals, I'm not finished.
Good work. We should not linger here. There is more to do.
I love how they think I actually care about the fact that they didn't finish their job. Yeah, I need to thank that other player for holding his attention for so long while I finished off the other enemies.
It is done. The remaining necromantic energy will dissipate on its own.
Finders keepers, as they say.
Arcay smiles upon you, friend. Your assistance in stopping the ritual has finally put the spirits of Nunungalo to rest. You saved both the living and the dead of Westweald today.
Is there anything else we need to do?
Thank Arcay, this is the end of it. I can already sense the necromantic energy waning. The air feels lighter somehow.
What were those Daedra doing in the ruins?
I am not sure. They may have been drawn to the necrotic energy generated by the ritual. There are rumors of similar Daedric attacks across Westweald, but no one knows where they are coming from. I will be sure to mention them in my record.
What shall we do with the items from the ritual?
I will take those. They should not be left unaccounted for. The Temple of Arcay has measures in place to safeguard such dangerous objects and prevent them from causing any further harm.
Of course, here they are.
Thank you, friend. As promised, here is a token of my gratitude. Hopefully, our paths may meet again under less grim circumstances. Now, I need a hot bath to wash off the stink of the grave. By the smell of it, you could use one too. Remember, life has no meaning without death. That is why the Church of Arcay rejects all forms of necromancy. We did good work here, but I am ready to return to my duties. I have always found life more orderly within the church than outside it.
What are you planning to do now?
I will return to my order in Skingrad and tell my fellow priests that Nunungalo has been exorcised. The Legion should also know about the Daedra we encountered. I am sure they will want to investigate further.
All right. Well, we have one delve left to go, and then the public dungeons. I am going to go ahead and take my quick break. I will be back in just a minute, and we'll get back underway. Okay, I return. Hello, everyone. Let's get back into it. We are going to Varen's Wall.
Tired of walking anyway.
I want to say there probably is a quest. Maybe it's, I have to start it inside the delve. Okay. Yep, there's the orders right here. Due to an unexpected assault on Varen's watch by the Rick Collection and the conspiring and other conspiring enemy forces, you are ordered to ignite the 4 signal fires atop the watch's towers and walls to alert and rally nearby Legion troops. Once all 4 signal fires are ablaze, immediately report back to the camp outside the watch, situated not far from the main gate for further orders. Your bravery and service to the Legion and all of Westfield is recognized and commendable. Varen's Watch serves as one of the keystones of our defense in this region, one we cannot afford to let fall into enemy hands. Make haste, Legionary. Captain Atribus. Unfortunately, the Legionary got killed right inside the door, so... There's the first watch fire.
Get back, you Spectre!
Love how Miri just drops a meteor on top of their dead bodies. She's just like, okay, you killed him, but you didn't kill him enough. Hold on a second. Let me call down a shooting star on their heads. Oh, Conman, I don't know if you're still there. Have you seen that game, Still Wakes the Deep? I don't know if you've seen it, Joe, but it's a horror game, so I didn't think it'd be your cup of tea. So
It is not my cup of tea. I only saw the ad for it on, I think it was IGN or one of those.
yeah. It's free on Xbox Game Pass. It is basically a horror survival. It's like a horror game where you have to survive, but you don't craft. There's no weapons. It's you on an oil rig with some kind of eldritch horror. Like I said, it's free on Xbox Game Pass. So if you want to try it out, you don't have to pay for it. But if you don't do well with like eldritch terrors from the bottom of the sea, then it may not be for you. So, I know there's some people that don't like sea-related things, like they don't like being underwater. They don't like to think about the terrible things that could be hiding at the bottom of the ocean. Because unfortunately, we don't know what's hiding at the bottom of the ocean trenches because we can't get down that far. Like, to this day, it is impossible to explore, like, the Marina Trench and several other places at the bottom of the ocean. The Sky Shard should be up here. Okay, there's one more fire to light over there, but I still need to find the way to that sky shard. Okay, how did I not take any fall damage from that? That's scary. I should have definitely taken damage from that. Alright, somewhere in here is the way to the sky shard. I just can't remember for the life of me which one it is. Back to mirror more with you. There's gotta be a way that I'm not seeing. But if I go this way and around, maybe that'll do it. Yeah, we'll go this way. Where are you, Mary? Ah, heck, I fell.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
I am having trouble remembering the way to get to the sky shard. Oh, here it is. Got it. Getting a kid ready for the day. Understandable. Y'all got any big plans today, or just staying at the...
I really don't like your odds.
I really may swim if the weather gets better. Yeah. Is it raining on you guys? It's not raining up here, but there's a lot of clouds everywhere. We thought for sure it was gonna rain earlier, but it never started. There we go. We're done. That was the last delve, so now we just gotta go do the public dungeons. It was on thought we heard thunder. Ah, okay. I believe if I go back up top to the other spot, there's a way out there, so I don't have to try to find the place where I entered. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to come to this place anytime soon. Yeah, there's an exit right there.
Why attack Baron's watch, Elf? How many warriors do you have in there?
We remember. We will never forget.
This one will tell us nothing.
The recollection easily took your silly fortress.
Damn Wood Elf.
The signal fires. That was you? Wait, that scroll. I gave those orders to a legionary. Who are you? And what happened to my legionary?
I'm Reewish Lufdesh. I found the orders beside a dead legionary. I decided to finish their mission.
I lost a lot of good men and women to these recollection fanatics. The last report about them urged caution, but it never said that they had their own army. Were you able to complete the mission? Did you ignite all 4 signal fires?
Yes, I completed the legionary's mission. The signal fires are blazing.
Excellent. Now we wait for Legion reinforcements to arrive. Given the current state of the Weald, that could take time, but at least the warning has gone out. Thank you for completing this mission for our fallen comrade. Take this for your service. I'll make sure the West Weald Legion Command hears about the bravery both you and my fallen soldier displayed here today. We'll reclaim Varen's Watch from the recollection. It's only a matter of time.
Tell me about the legionary whose orders I recovered.
The battle inside was fast and brutal. A few of us were able to retreat, but I had to send someone back in to ignite the signal fires. Legionary Thania volunteered instantly. No hesitation whatsoever. I'm glad you were able to complete her mission.
What will you do with the captured recollection soldier?
Hold her until reinforcements arrive. Then turn her over to soldiers who can take her back to Legion Command. She can tell us valuable information about the recollection and their plans. With the proper motivation.
They're gonna torture
We'll
her.
see if this recollection fanatic's tongue loosens up when the Legion reinforcements arrive. Varen's Watch will be ours again in no time.
Alright, to the training post. And away! Maybe they'll have an ice cream cookie cake. Not that kind of trading post? Oh. That sucks.
Off with you, Swit!
Oh!
Ugh, sorry. Left wheel trading post. Baroness Elena Cosa.
You sure picked up. Hold a moment, traveler. I'm afraid the town isn't safe. As the Baroness of Left Wheel, I must insist you find shelter with the evacuated civilians. I won't risk anyone else getting hurt under my watch.
What happened here?
The recollection have flooded the streets with horrid creatures, though I haven't a clue as to how they entered the city. My focus thus far has been on evacuating as many townsfolk as I can. You look like the capable sort. Might I enlist your help?
What do you need from me?
A bit of brawn and a sharp blade would go a long way to saving those still trapped by rubble, as well as stopping the 4 recollection rituals my guards spotted. Help put a stop to this, and I promise to make it worth your while.
I'll help stop their rituals and rescue the remaining townsfolk.
Thank you for the aid, traveler. Return to me when you've stopped their rituals and freed who you can. The sooner we save everyone and put a stop to the recollection, the better. I just wish I had done more to prevent this.
You think this is your fault?
Magical relics make for a lucrative import as long as inspections and magical protections aren't in the way. The merchant lords pressured me to waive these precautions, and for what? So a few trade masters could fill their coffers?
Magical relics caused this?
I'm certain of it. Those relics are being used to channel their rituals. When I became Baroness, I promised to put the people
See you later,
of
Conman.
Leftwheel
Thanks for
first.
stopping in.
I thought with the gold we could expand. Now they've paid the price for my poor judgment. I don't deserve your kindness. Please, save those I couldn't. The weight on my heart will be so much more bearable when this is over. If I may make one last request, show them no mercy.
Can you tell me more about Left Wheel?
For a time, it was a modest trading post connecting Skingrad merchants with Hammerfell. Now, we broker trade with the Gold Coast and Northern Dominion territories. Every transaction has helped Left Wheel grow into the trading center of Colovia.
And what's your role exactly?
As the trading post grew, the need for more stability rose. Eventually, Left Wheel became a proper town, and with that came the need for a baroness who tends to its citizens' needs while balancing the demands of the merchant lords.
What sort of demands?
More often than not, lower taxes. As I said, every transaction is meant to benefit Left Wheel's citizens. But lately, they've wanted more freedom in what they can bring in for trade. If I'd stood my ground, maybe none of this would have happened.
Okay. Good news is we don't need to take out any of the bosses except for the public group event, so if there's people doing it, we can jump in and help them, or we can try to do it solo, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But we should be hopefully in and out fairly quickly.
Over here! Help! You have my thanks, stranger. I can help him get to safety.
Now.
that's the public dungeon event done. I'm really glad we got that done quickly and without any kind of real fuss. So hopefully we'll get so lucky in the other public dungeon as well. Now we've just got to find the Sky Shard, finish the quest, and we're on to the next one. That's one ritual down. Do you think it's too late in the game for me to start adding titles to episodes for this series? Because we're like 170 something episodes in. Like, would it be weird for me to start doing that now?
Maybe. We've been doing it so long without it, then yeah.
Yeah. Ow! Okay, so the Sky Shard is up top over there. So I need to figure out how to get up there. I'm trying to remember how I did it last time. And unfortunately that was on Wednesday. Mary, you keep saying that, but you can't actually join the Buoyant Armatures. You have to be male to be a Buoyant Armature. It's like literally one of their rules. For some reason they are very sexist. Found it. Wee. Destroy this focus. Right, 2 focuses down, or sorry, 2 rituals down, 2 to go, and also gotta save 2 more civilians. I really like this place. Like, I like how it's been fractured into Fargrave. Get to it. Here's another one. Alright. Probably best to go this way and hit that other ritual and then go save the other civilians. No reason not to jump in and help somebody who needs it. That's why we're playing an MMO. And there's another. Ooh, I've gotten 2 luminous inks today. That's really good. Speaking of the fact that I've earned a total of 3 up to now. I've almost doubled my total luminous ink finds. Yeah, there's an achievement for getting like 500 of those inks, by the way, Joe. I'm coming. You gotta wait a second. I gotta fight this guy first. Honestly, they could probably have jumped over that little flame right there.
We can find our way from here.
Well, Reewish, you've almost earned yourself a new toy to play with. You get 1 more ink. I'll make you a new skill anyways, but you've almost earned enough that it won't cost me any inks out of my current small supply to make you one.
Umbolwe, tend their wounds. Giovanni, keep an eye on that horizon. Gods help me if we're taken by surprise here. You've returned. I'm already getting reports of the tide of beasts waning, and we're tending to the townsfolk you helped. Thank you. Now tell me, what of the recollection? Were you able to stop their rituals?
Yes, I dealt with the rituals.
Oh, that's a relief. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders, traveler. Left Wheel may just see another sunrise thanks to your efforts.
Will you try to relocate the town?
For now, I'll focus on tending to the injured. But with the rituals dealt with and reinforcements on the way, we'll soon gain the upper hand. It will be a while before we're trading again, but that can wait. I have my people to focus on.
Then will you rebuild?
Certainly. I made a promise to these people. Left Wheel provides opportunities for all those within its walls. I won't let a band of cultists get in the way of progress. I hope you can see all that we have to offer one day.
Maybe one day.
If you hadn't arrived when you did, the skies would be much darker. Left Wheel and myself owe you a great debt, traveler. A debt that this reward only begins to pay. Left Wheel is a long way from returning to its former trading glory, but we'll get there. We may look defeated, but I know these people. This is our home. Once our wounds have healed, we'll strike back with a vengeance.
What's next for Left Wheel Trading Post?
The injured will be moved somewhere safer once reinforcements arrive. Then we'll retake the hold. Once we're certain Left Wheel is safe, we'll work on repairs. You'd be surprised how many survivors are ready to start reconstruction.
How about you? Are you ready?
I'll admit that I was quite shaken by these events. I spent more time questioning my policies and mandates than actually putting in the work. You showed me that actions are more inspiring than words. A lesson I won't soon forget.
Let's ride!
I realized I forgot to grab a, well, it looks like I'm missing 2 way shrines, actually. I don't know which other way shrine I'm missing. I'll have to look it up in a minute. Sure, it's not that important. Got 1 more Sky Shard, 2 more way shrines, 9 main locations. Of course, all of the main quests still gotta be done. Because I'm missing, like, 4 lore books, but even after I did my great lore book hunt back in April. Was it April or was it May? I don't remember. It was whenever the prologue quest came out. I still had some time left in my stream, so I went and hunted lore books after I was done. Ah, it's another one of those little side quests. I should pick that up while I'm here. To those brave enough to deal with an angry Guzzard, I'm not a fan of Guzzards either, but I was hired to do a job by my friend Stargazer Soraya. I set this trap in the hopes of catching one for her. They reminded her of Craglorn, so no matter how ornery or awful they are, she wants a whole flock of them as pets. I baited the trap with mice, so it should have worked. If you're not put off by the sour disposition and leathery skin, Soraya will see you generously paid if you deliver it to her outside the Stone Ship Tavern in Odrinus. She's really a very loving person, and I appreciate the help. I really can't stand Guzzard's Trapper Mercian. Another weird thing to shove in my pack. Keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do? We swim. Na da 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 da. I love to swim, swim. When you want to swim, you have to swim. Laramel.
Ah, there you are. I have been.
Now, Solorn, we actually went into Solorn in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, so this will be neat to explore it in a different era than we did the last time. But first things first, I need to find this other way shrine that's over here. Not that this way shrine actually works, unfortunately. Most of the time it's glitched and you can't actually use it. There's always something in every expansion that breaks, and unfortunately it was that particular way shrine this time.
Figures the one day I finally make it to these ruins, they're overrun with danger. This is what I get for procrastinating on collecting those ethereal shards. Bad enough to handle goblins and minotaurs without tossing necromancers into the mix.
Necromancers?
You rarely hear about solitary necromancers, do you? They always travel in groups. Must be good at making friends. I'm no match against them, but Master Lucianos is going to rend me into a fine powder if I return empty-handed. Again.
You've already been rendered into a fine powder before? What are you trying to get inside the ruins?
Raw deposits of ethereal energy kept behind Ayleid's security measures. Wouldn't be a problem except for Cylorn's infestation. Look, I've got coin to spare. Any chance I could send you on in my stead? Otherwise, I'm bone dust either way.
I'll help you gather ethereal shards from the ruins.
This ethereal alarum will help untether the shards from their surroundings. I'll meet you at the first shard inside the ruins and show you how it works. Just don't break it. Or lose it. Or hold it too close to your face.
Alarum? What is it?
When ancient magicka coalesces into physical form, it sometimes binds itself to its surroundings, like a barnacle on the side of a boat. The alarum is a handy little tool that pries those barnacles free.
Okay, where'd you get it?
Get it? From my mind, I guess. My mentor, Master Lucianos, gave me a problem to solve, so I made the alarum to solve it. Of course, he'll be the one who gets the credit with inventing it, if it actually works.
You don't know if it works?
I've been putting off testing it. There's no such thing as a good day to steal precious ethereal energy from an Ayleid ruin guarded by minotaurs. And now necromancers. It's the worst day for it. Until you came along. It'll work. I'm sure of it.
What sort of danger should I expect inside the ruins? Seems like a question I probably already know, but...
Aside from the necromancers, you mean? Well, strictly speaking, these ruins are Minotaur territory. The goblins tunneled their way in somehow, and the Minotaurs put up with them for some reason. Oh, there are Ayleid traps too. Watch out for those.
What are these ethereal shards used for?
Master Lucianos, the mage I'm apprenticed to, uses ethereal energy for all manner of experiments. Sorry, I'd rather not talk about work. Honestly, I'm more interested in what the necromancers plan to do with them. Before we step in, of course.
Why?
What? I'm not allowed to exhibit a little academic curiosity? You sound like Master Lucianos. They're risking life and limb to recover these things. What's it all for? Power? Ambition? The spirit of camaraderie? Makes you wonder, is all.
I've been trying to place his voice. I don't know if it's the same voice actor, but he reminds me of Mark Grayson from Invincible. Just the inflection of how he talks.
Hey, wait for me.
No. Be faster.
I thought getting here. Let's talk. Necromancers pass this by, huh? Even with all of them working together. They probably can't figure out how to release the shards. That won't be a problem for us. Not with that ethereal alarum I gave you. You still have it, right?
Yes. How do I use it?
Right. Activate the alarum at a locked ethereal shard. That'll trigger the untethering process. The crystal pylons surrounding the shard should emit a pattern, so pay attention when that happens. That pattern is the key to unlocking the shard.
So I use the pattern to unlock the shard. What happens if I make a mistake?
If you mess up, the ethereal energy overcycles and rends your soul from your body, and traps your energy inside the shard itself. I'm kidding. It doesn't do that. Probably. You just have to start over. Isn't research fun? Ready to try?
The DLC is really good. Thank you for dropping in, and thank you for the comment. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the Gold Road. This is my second time going through it. I played through on my primary character on Tuesday when it first came out. It's really fun, and I can't wait to share all of the new DLC stuff with the channel. So, yes, I'm ready.
Stand near the shard and activate the alarm. Right.
Left.
There's the pattern. Pay attention.
Right. This one's very simple to get you started.
Great! It's untethered. Now just grab the shard. I think you've got this. Try not to run afoul of those necromancers. I'll meet you outside when you're finished.
Can't even wait for me inside the ruins. Oh well. Can't blame him for that, really. If I had a nickel for every time I went into a Minotaur-infested ruins, I would have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird to have it twice, right?
Only two? Only twice?
I think I've only been to 2 underground ruins full of Minotaurs. I can't remember any more than 2, anyways. I'm sure it may be more, I'm just not remembering it. I wonder if IO would consider this as war crimes against her people. Am I upsetting the move?
Considering what her people did to her, I don't think she might.
That's fair. Nice, I haven't played it yet. So, my main character is a Stamina Nightblade. This is a Argonian mag sorcerer. Oh, I should probably go down here and get this unlocked before I go continue. To the Sky Shard.
Doing this? Alright. I guess we're doing this.
Hamburgers. That's what I have reduced him to. Hamburgers. Okay, far right, far left, middle left. Yeah, so far right. Far left. Middle left. There we go. Yeah, I just love Lightning Sorcerer. It's just, you just get so much damage to multiple enemies. It's like, I know for single target damage against bosses and trials and stuff, fire is better, but lightning is just so good against multiple targets. Okay, so I'm going to want to go up here and around to here, and then we're going to want to come back and go here, and then here, and then here. Here is actually what I meant to point, but... By the way, that was all the Sky Shards in Westfield. Excellent! Yeah, so you can use this stream as a little guide for finding all the Sky Shards. I'll be up on YouTube later, so if anyone's interested, all the Sky Shards will be in the video. Unfortunately, I don't know how to add like little chapters so people can click them to find specific Sky Shards, but the classic heavy attack high elf stroke is the job every time. Yeah. I made this Argonian as a joke at one point. I decided just to keep playing them. So, okay, far right, middle right, far left. And I've just played him so long at this point, it's like it would be weird of me not to play him and to play somebody else. But, you know, this isn't my primary character. I do have a primary character that's a Breton Nightblade. Hamburger. It's beef, it's what's for dinner. We got the beef, yes. Dang, now I want Arby's. Thank you, Mars. Now I'm gonna have to get Arby's for dinner tonight.
These little bitches will infest anything if you let them run wild.
Yeah, Arby's still got really good deal going on right now. 2 for $6. They got their roast beef, their chicken sandwiches, and shoot, I can't remember the other thing that's on it, but you get 2 sandwiches for $6, which is just a really good bargain right now. And when all the fast food stuff is going up, first Nuggies, now Arby's. Now, to be fair, I don't need much of an excuse for Nuggies. Like, like, I don't need much of an excuse to eat Nuggies. This is not up, so we'll have to come back and... Oh, nope, he is in fact up. Let me send out a call and see if I can get anyone to help. Ah. Yeah, I was afraid that might happen. That's why I sent out a call for help. I was hoping people might show up to assist. See, is anyone from the guild on right now?
Vex, save us now.
And there are people from the guild on, but how many would actually come out to assist me if I asked for help is the question. There's a couple on there that might help me. Of course, if I could spell, you know, that would be nice. Dude, this guy's main problem is he hits like a freaking truck. I need to bring my tank out here and see if I can take him mano a mano. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move on back to doing the quest. I'll come back and check to see if he's being fought when I on the way back. If he is, we'll take him out. If not, won't worry about this for the time being, and we'll come back here and do it some other time when I can secure assistance.
Don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Dang it! See, that boss is no problem. I can easily solo that boss. Far right. Far left. Close left. Maybe that one should have been even further left. Okay, one more to go. So this one, unfortunately, the shackling was already weakened, so we were able to just straight remove it from its holder. All right, we'll head back to the public dungeon boss and check to see if anyone's fighting him. If they are, we'll jump in and help. If not, we'll just, like I said, I'll come back another time and take care of it. So. Thing is, the public dungeon boss drops some good loot. I'm surprised people aren't farming them. Because they drop leads, too.
Off with you, twit!
Still here.
Giant pigs! Wait, minotaurs and pigs? Beef and pork as one? What is this? Panda Express? Ah, no!